Good morning, class. Teacher Pacific here. Today's lesson is going to be on how to talk about your job. So I will be showing you some verbs and some question words that are usually used when talking about your job. So first, we are going to start by looking at the key job verbs. So a verb is a word that describes an action. So something is being done. So the first verb we're looking at is to be hired. So in red, you will see each verb. To be hired means to get a job. Okay, so that is positive. And in a sentence, you would say, I was hired by Grupo. Or you could say, the manager hired me. The next verb is to earn. To earn is also positive, and what that means is to make money. Yay! So in a sentence, you would say, I earn $11 an hour at Grupo. Next verb is to get or to be paid, which is also positive, and that means to get money. So you are getting money from the company. So you can say, I get paid every week. So to be paid every week means you get a check at the end of the week every single week. Me, on the other hand, I get paid every 2 weeks. So I get paid 2 times a month. Next verb is to be fired, and that is negative. That is bad. So to be fired means to lose a job for a reason. So it means you did something for the company to let you go. So in a sentence, you could say, I was fired because I missed too many days of work. So you should try to not miss work unless for an emergency. And if you need to miss work, you can take a sick day or you can take vacation days. Next word is to be laid off, which is also negative. So what this means is to lose your job for company reason. So that means it is not your fault if you lose your job. It is the company's fault. Or something happened and the company has to close. So for example, I was laid off because of COVID-19. So because of COVID-19, a lot of companies close or they let a lot of people go for health reasons. So that is not your fault. And usually if you're laid off, sometimes they allow you to come back later. Next verb is to quit. That is negative to. To quit means to leave a job. So you chose to leave the job for some reason. So in a sentence, you could say, I quit my job because I work overtime too much. So overtime means you work more hours than you are supposed to in a week. For example, if you work 40 hours a week, that is regular time. But if you work 45 hours in a week, that means you worked 5 hours overtime. Okay? So next, we will go to question words. So question words. First one is who. Who means a person, or in this case, a company. But who is usually a person. So if someone asks you, who do you work for? You say, I work for Grupo. So Grupo is the company you work for, and that answers the question, who. Next is what. What means something specific. So for example, if someone asks you, what do you do at Grupo? You would say, I put car parts together. So when you say, I put car parts together, you are answering what. Next one is where. Where means a place or a company. So for example, if someone asks, where do you work? You would answer, I work at Grupo on Westport Road. So when you say Grupo, that answers the question where. And when you say Westport Road, you're being very specific on where Grupo is located. Next is when. When means time on a clock, or it could be time in a calendar, or time of the week, time of the month, etc. So when someone asks, when do you work? You would respond with, I work second shift Monday to Friday. Okay? So I will now answer these questions by who I work for, what I do, where I work, and when I work. So, for example, if someone asks me, who do you work for? I would say, I work for Catholic Charities. If someone asks me, what do you do at Catholic Charities? I would say, I am a teacher and I teach students at Catholic Charities. If someone asks, where do you work? That is almost like, who do you work for? So I would say, I work at Catholic Charities. And if I wanted to be specific, I would say, I work at Catholic Charities on West Market Street. Next, if someone said, when do you work? I would say, I work Monday to Friday. If I wanted to be specific, I would say, I work Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. So these are ways to talk about your job and what you do. And this will help you answer any questions if someone asks you anything about your job. We are finished with the lesson. Do not forget to do the survey at the end of the video.